Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Sinister Six and whether you should invest in them, or more specifically, whether I think you should or not. So let's get right to it. Basically, I need to explain something. So I was kind of debating, what to do with this team and what I thought, and you can see here I was gifted. I don't know if I want to call it that, but I ended up getting a 6 red star Mysterio. So I was like, oh, that's awesome. And that was right after I got a 3 red star Mysterio. So I was like, oh, 3's perfect. Now, full disclosure here, I did do the $50 offer because I wanted to see if I thought this team was good. I wanted to share it, etc. I was thinking, you know what? I don't know what these milestones are going to be like. I don't know if he's going to be unlocked. And it'd be great to have another Defender's Killer for War. And you know what? I'm going to share what I think of these teams. So this is the Sinister Six that I've got at the moment. I've got Green Goblin, Rhino, Mysterio, Shocker. Obviously, Vulture's coming. How critical is he to this team? If you see the other videos that I and the other Envoy content creators did, you can see his kit there. It's it's got some speed reduction, got some slows. It doesn't strike me as something that is going to bring the whole team together. So I feel pretty confident in making an assessment now versus later. So know that as I go through this, that obviously it's not a full team, but at this moment I had to share this with the community essentially. So let's just real quick go through this, show you guys understand where I'm at with these guys. T9, maxed abilities outside T4, 1 red star. Rhino, maxed abilities, only level 60 and only tier 8, but it's something. So Mysterio, let's focus on him for a second. He's only level 54. I've only maxed his passive. I have not, and I mean by max just to T3s. I have not maxed these other 3s. So let's just look at those for 1 second. All right, so this next one. So his basic gives me 30% more damage and clear 2 positive effects as opposed to 1 to 2. To me, that is not a huge upgrade and is not going to make any dramatic difference. Even if you look at his T4, it's a little bit more damage and 1 more positive effect. Okay, nothing that's going to be like, oh, that's, in my opinion, super critical. And with his special, let's see what this is. So his special ability, I'm really confused about, because what I mean by that is, what's the intent of this? Is, first off, the blind, it's great. I think it's fantastic. You want to blind a target. You can get an assist, cool. Always helpful. And then if it's a city hero, there's a 50% chance to apply ability block. So for me, it's like, so I'm applying blind and then ability block. I'm like, so basically I'm blinding a pass or a basic. For me, like, especially if it's a defender killer, I want to blind Punisher, have him use his alt, and then it be gone. But now if the ability block hits, it just blinds a basic, and then his next turn, if he's not done or dead, is his ultimate on everyone, and Sinister Six's villains. So I really don't like this ability. You get an extra 20% chance in the level 6, where it's 70% chance of ability block, and another 70% chance. The assist is nice, the blind's nice. The ability block, to me, get rid of it. It doesn't. It actually, in my opinion, makes this way worse. But that's just my opinion. Let's see, Master of Illusion. So that was his special. So then his ultimate: attack all enemies, heal block, primary target, and 2 enemies. If you use T4s, you apply heal block to everyone. Okay, I mean, to me that's not a T4 upgrade. You kind of want it because of a Iron Fist, but I'm not gonna use look, if this team is great, and you can probably know where I'm going with this already, sure, maybe you do that. But anyway, the point is, right now level 6 is only at 40% more damage, so I don't think it's going to be some dramatic increase. And then his passive here is where you guarantee 2 mirror summons as opposed to 1 to 2. You get some extra focus and some extra mirror damage, which I'll tell you right now, at this level, again, he's still got a ways to go. His summons hit for 18. So they're pointless. The only reason they're there is maybe take a basic away. If there's any way, we insta-dead. Let's see. The next one we've got is Shocker. I haven't upgraded his abilities all the way either. Basic, I could get some more piercing. T4 gives me more piercing. His special, some additional speed bar, 80%. That's nice because you get to the next turn. This ability energy, it doesn't make sense to me because everything else is, if you use this first turn, his ultimate's already able to be used second turn without this. So I don't understand. This ability energy for self doesn't really come into play unless he gets to use this a second turn, which is a, what, 7-turn fight, which is, how many PvP matches are there like that, you know? And it's like, this isn't a raid team, so if it's not a raid team, then why is that set up that way? And then his T4 is apply offense up for self for 2 turns. That's nice. Apply offense up to all Sinister 6. That's also nice, as opposed to 2 random. That's a big upgrade, but again, it's T4. To me, that's a level 6 upgrade, at least to this point in the game. I mean, in level 7 should have been like apply offense up for 2 turns. You know, that's a T4 upgrade. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna use those on, you know, that ability. His alt, yeah, some 10% more piercing. That's not gonna do anything different. And then repeat attack a 3rd time. That's kind of nice if it hits hard. I'm personally not finding it hitting very hard, but his passive, I'm missing 5% armor. No big deal. 10% damage if he hits hard. That would be nice, but I'm again not finding that he is. So that's the Sinister 6 that I'm looking at here. The other character I'm currently using is Venom, and I will just show you him real quick. And Venom is right here. So this Venom's a little bit further along. Tier 10, 65, max the abilities outside of T4. So that's what I got so far and what I'm using in these. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you some blitz battles that I've used, and I'm going to show you some stats after that, just so you can kind of see, you know, well, wait a minute, where do these guys rank as far as stats go? Are they high on the stat end? Are they low on the stat end? Where is it? So we're going to do that, and then I'll kind of give you my assessment at the end of this thing. I'm in tier 8.3. I'm using Venom as my replacement for Vulture at the moment. So let's scroll all the way at the bottom to see this garbage 121 team. You can see they're pretty spread out with Venom high, so that kind of throws things off a bit. But I just wanted to see what it's like. I really want to get a Defenders team here to showcase, of course, Black. There we go. So we'll go that one. So it's a 30k punch up. And we'll try. Oh, it's Minerva. Dang, it's not full. That's annoying. All right, so we're gonna do this anyway, just because it is what it is. It's an interesting matchup. They're missing Punisher, but who knows? There might be things might be a little off based on my power discrepancies with the team. It's mainly about seeing the power of the teams, but this is the first time I'm really, you know, playing with them some, so might as well just check that out. All right, so in this case, we got all right, so Daredevil will always go first. Let's see, we got the Shockers. It's only level 5 at this point, but get some offense up for some others, so let's go ahead and do that. The energy to stealth, I still think's, you know, kind of weird, but doesn't really do anything first turn. All right, so now we've got heal block on folks, which is nice. So let's primary focus, I guess, Minerva in this case, just because she's going to be annoying. I mean, the AI is always going to do that. Blind a primary target, don't really care about that at this point. So, the chance for a blind and an ability block seems kind of pointless, honestly, by the way. Don't really get that, but oh, so much for watching animations, it's hilarious. All right, let's chomp down on Luke Cage so he can't get those defense ups going. Let's not do the I don't need a taunt yet. Let's just do the adjacent damage one, and then let's go ahead and get some Gabi in there. This is his alt where it's all adjacent targets and repeat. Still don't understand exactly who and how that's hitting people, but whatever. Okay, so now the next one here is blind and an ability block. So let's, I really want the ability block. If I get an ability block Luke Cage, I'd do that. But we want, let's see if we can get Daredevil down. Actually, this is not for the blind, it's for the kill. I gotta hate, actually, so what's this? I don't love any of these options here. Let's see if we can actually, let's just try to kill Daredevil. That did terribly. All right. I don't even think that hit him very hard. Let's just hopefully take him out. All right. So now let's go ahead and gain taunt. Charge through some of those guys. Looks like they're holding up okay so far, surprisingly. Granted, Punisher wasn't here, so I'm sure that makes a huge difference. Alright, Shocker's down. And again, this is removing positive effects, but I just want to get Iron Fist down. Let's just, I guess, try to see if we can speed and heal block. Let's hopefully get him down. Alright, so this is, these punches up about 30k at this level, it seems to. Mysterio hasn't hit him for 46, it's hilarious. Yeah, alright, so I should be able to auto the rest of this. So there, alright, so initial test, okay. You know, again, Mysterio's pretty weak here, and Venom's pretty strong. And this was a Minerva without Punisher, but yeah. Test number 1, victory. So we'll see how this keeps going. Alright, so try number 2 on Blitz 8.4 with the Sinister 6 filling in with Venom. You can see the power levels there, pretty large range there, especially with Venom. Let's see if we can get a full Defender squad, 121k power. Last time we had a Minerva in there, and it was about a 30k punch up, and we're okay, of course, none of this stuff. Could try Shield, I guess, but I'm assuming they're gonna get destroyed. This is annoying. There's a Punisher here. Then there's 3 city heroes in this one. You know, let's just do Shield to see how bad it is, and I'll quit. Oh, look, this is hilarious. Actually, I'm not doing that. That is I'm gonna get smashed there. These security's 31k, and you know he's just going to crush somebody. So this is a little bit closer. Not any 40s and you know huge high power. So let's try this one. Another, what is that? 36k. A few city heroes, but not the full defenders like we're looking for, which is hilarious because on every other fight you're always getting full defenders. Alright, let's see what happens here. We get a bunch of deflects, it's nice. Let's get some offense up out on a couple only, because that's all I've got at the moment. Let's see, heal block I don't really care about for right now. Let's blind Punisher though, that's kind of nice. That's probably, I assume, what you want to do when you face the defenders and hope that the ability block doesn't land, very Mordo-esque. Let's get the bite in on here on the ability block on Luke Cage. Let's see here. We don't have anything to clear yet. Not that we'll have much, but all right. So Punisher's down already. Let's see if we can get some Luke Cage a little bit lower. Hopefully those bleeds take him out. All right. Green Goblin cleared the taunt, which was nice. I'm actually using the alt over here just so we can get a secondary hit. Let's get the heal blocks out now. Okay. Getting Night Nurse out. More heal blocks. And alright. So this, I'm going to auto in at this point. So that wasn't too bad. Again, I don't feel like Mysterio's doing all that much. The blind on Punisher probably helped quite a bit considering everybody's villain. So I could see that as a pretty critical key to this team. Moving forward, but yeah, hopefully on the next attempt we will get a full-blown defenders team. Alright, so we're going to continue testing this Sinister 6 team. Finally got a full-blown defenders, so you can see it's a was it 36k punch up. Not a strong Sinister 6 team. I'm still missing Vulture here, but let's see let's see how good or bad this goes. So I'm going to try to slow it down for us so we can kind of see things a bit, because this is actually the team that I should be able to beat in theory. At 1 speed when I should be at 1 speed when it pops up. Yeah, I've got an alliance mate who said he's been struggling against defenders, which is crazy because in theory this team should beat them. This Sinister 6 team, that is. All right, let's check it out. So we're gonna run this a little bit slow because this is actually the team that we want to see. So we're just gonna do 2. All right, so everyone heals. All right, well, Daredevil almost kills out Shocker right away. All right, let's go ahead and do the offense up. It's not maxed yet, so okay, Shocker's already dead. That's great. Now I want to blind Punisher. All right, and ability blocked him, which is not what. That's a thing I don't like about Mysterio, because I want Punisher to get his ult off. So this sucks. Now he's still gonna have his ult. Let's keep that from happening, or keep the defense up from going out. Let's see here. Clear 1 negative effect. It won't really matter at this point, but I do want to gain a taunt. Okay, so let's target Iron Fist and then get as much damage as we can. Let's try to see if we can get this Punisher out of here. All right, so got him out, so that's good. All right, there's Rhino. He's dead. Jeez, this is terrible. This is, like, honestly a joke. This would do heal blocks to 2 and clear 2 positive effects. So he's gonna die from the counters, unfortunately. This is so bad. All right, so 2. Let's. Jeez Louise, this is bad. I don't think I'm gonna go. All right, so we got Iron Fist down at least. Let's see if we can. Daredevil's just wreaking havoc. No point to having those Mysterio minions up. Let's see if we can get JJ out of here. She's got a couple bleeds, so hopefully that. Shoot, I need to go back at her. I don't want to counter on the Gabi. Hopefully she. Of course she doesn't die. Of course. Oh, 2 bleeds and she doesn't die. Unreal. So, you know, again, these aren't all, and I'm going to quit here. I'm going to quit because I'm going to die. I'm hoping that I don't lose my 8.4 status or whatever in Blitz. So, you know, I'm missing Vulture and, all right. So as you guys saw, couple good fights, 1 pretty bad fight. So that first one, you know, there's no Punisher, but there was a Minerva, who's, you know, a pretty solid tune. And it was a 36k punch up, I think. So, you know, went well. And then I won, but, you know, and again, this is lower tier, which, you know, but as I said before, I went through these abilities, and the ability upgrades that I can get aren't all that great, unless there's some exponential climb in stats. You know, I think that curve is pretty stagnant. It's pretty kind of a flat curve, but I don't know. So, and we'll go over the stats in a minute here. So, and the next fight was, you know, there was a Punisher, but it wasn't a Pun Fenders. It went well, you know, again, another punch up. The Punisher was only 26k, and I got him dead pretty quick, so that probably had a big part to do with it. The third fight, when I finally got a full Pun Fenders team, you know, it just was bad. You know, I lost pretty miserably, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I was kind of like, man, what's the deal? These guys are supposed to be crushing this specific team, these city heroes. So I started talking to some folks, and actually I'd been talking to some folks in my alliance. One specific guy's named Sonic. He's a real big PvPer, smart guy, plays the game a lot, and he was, you know, and he typically invests in teams when they first come out to kind of test them out. And what you see on the screen here is, you know, his team. So, you know, his team is 140. Okay, it's a little bit higher than mine. He fights this team, which has got 3 defenders on it, you know, Hawk and Crossbones, and he got absolutely annihilated. He said, and this is, look, I personally think I'm a decent PvP player. I know Sonic, he's a decent PvP player. So we generally know what we're doing. I'd like to say that we do know what we're doing. but both got killed. And you can even see here, let's get to the, he just says he got his A whipped, and then we kind of talk a little bit, and, I talk about this team absolutely demolished my team, and again, there's no city here, but I was just trying, it was some ragtag group, obviously these two and Captain Marvel and Minerva are good, and War Machine's nice, and these stats here, 37k, are, can easily take these guys out, but I was like, all right, well, they got whooped up there, and, the guy that I was talking to, Sonic, his team is 150k now, so it's, it's a pretty solid team, and I'm sitting here thinking like, all right, like, why is this, happening? And we talked about some T4s and stuff, but I don't see it. So let's jump to the stats here. All right, so we've got this column here of average rank with HP, damage, and speed, and again, it factors all these different things where I've got all the stats in, and if you scroll down here, it's like, and I've highlighted the Sinister Six. Okay, let's see. So let's find the first one that pops up. Actually, Green Goblin is. I didn't highlight him because he wasn't originally in there. So let's get him highlighted. All right, so he shows up as what? Ranked for 49th. Okay, he's already in the game, so you might have already got him. Next guy, and Rhino. Okay, Rhino comes in at 53rd. And who we got? Shocker coming in at 56, 57. Vulture we got coming in at 61, and now let's actually find specifically Mysterio, because I didn't highlight him. I wanted to save him for last. And he's down here at 71. So, let's look at all of the stats. So we've got it zoomed in here so we can see the average rank. And to me, this kind of tells me, like, stats alone, forgetting everything else, how good is this tune? How high up do they rank? Well, the first one we've got, again, is Green Goblin. And he comes in at, around the 42nd of his average rank of stats. 21st on this list. Let's see. So the next one we get is actually Mysterio. So let's go ahead and highlight him. Mysterio surprisingly comes up at 32nd. This is a little bit shocking to me, given kind of the videos that we saw, but his average rank of stats are, about 40, 44 across the board. Obviously, his resistance rank, his focus rank, end up being one of the higher rankings in the game. So I think that makes up for, some of the other items where his health's, bottom half, same with his damage, armor's decent. So this speed rank's okay. So it's, it's okay. I think when I'm really thinking about Mysterio, I think where he falls short isn't necessarily the stats, it's probably more his kit. Rhino comes in here at the 64th ranked, and let's see, what's his average here? 54. Shocker's at 97th, which is pretty low, and 62 average rank. And then Vulture at 101. So you got two of the Sinister Six in your bottom 10 of the actual stat rankings here, which is not very good. So that's pretty much it as far as the analysis. Now the conclusion. To me, look, I mean, if right now, I don't see this, even the city killer aspect. The fact that myself and at least one other person that I know who's got this team, and again, that's not a big sample size, but we're both decent players, not seeing the results that we were hoping. It's early, unless these guys have exponential growth as you level them up or get higher gear tier. I don't see how they're going to improve. I don't see where it can come from. So having said that, my advice to you is to not purchase the items from the store. Save your money for a better team. Slowly, organically build this team. I'm sure at some point it is going to have a use. Maybe even if it's blitz, fine, okay. But I let yourself organically grow this team. I wouldn't spend money on it. If I see something different, or if you see something different, please tell me. What am I missing? I don't see what I could be missing here. I don't know what it is. But yeah, right now, save your money. Focus on power armor. Focus on, even Wakandans. It's like, I'm sure at some point they'll get a fix. But between, we're one of three right now for the last teams, where it's X-Men have been good, Wakandans are pretty underwhelming, and Sinister Six, as far as if they're specific city killers, how, where, like, show me, tell me how to do it. So anyway, so that's all I got. So I hope this video helped. I hope it, gave you, some inkling into what this team can be, and maybe help you make a decision on whether you want to purchase or invest in them or not. Not just money, but maybe gear. I think I'm probably going to hold off on anything for these tunes for the time being, except for, maybe just blitzes and getting shards until I can see a path to a better, future for the Sinister Six. So anyway, so thanks for coming. If you enjoyed what you see here, please click that subscribe button, hammer down on that like button, click the notification bell, make a comment below, anything you can do to kind of share the video to get some more publicity for the channel is appreciated, and we will see you guys again soon. Thanks.